Hello, friends and knife nerds. Today we have the Sencut Cybrix. So let's take a peek at this and see what we think. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious what you guys. I'm always curious what you guys think about these knives, good, bad, and different. Let me know, because all opinions really do matter. That's what makes this knife world diverse, folks. Having all these. Everybody's got a different opinion on where they prefer their knives from, how they like to hold it, what kind of scales they like, what kind of blade type they like, and it's not a universal thing, and I'm sorry to say this, but no one is right. So let's take a peek. This is cool. It's all subjective, folks. Whenever you pick up a knife and you go, yes, I love this, that is what matters. That feeling you get when you had a knife in your hand that you just does something. It makes you go, yep, I am happy to hold this and I can't wait to just keep this in my pocket. To the point, this is the Cybrix aluminum scales. And it looks like we got a drop point here. Lots of curves to this knife, non-contoured. But they have done a good job with the chamfers here. They're pretty exaggerated and smoothed out. And I do appreciate that. That's nice. Gives this a nice smooth look. The scales feel great. That smooth aluminum, especially when done right. Sometimes it can be too much of a coating on there, and it's not smoothed out enough, and it just kind of feels cheap unless it's really done well. And they did a good job. Sencut, I'm not surprised. They really give you a good bang for your buck here. You see, you get all the traditional Sencut sticker, wipe, and care instructions. And that's about the norm here with Sencut. I mean, these are $40, $50 knives, and in my opinion, Sencut is hard to beat at that price range, really. They are putting out some amazing stuff at that price range. Deep carry clip. Reversible. Cool, I like it. It's not in set. And let's see what we got here. Nice thick liners here. Or scales. Feel good. It's a button lock, and that is really smooth, folks. There's barely a stick at all. I mean, that is so smooth. Wow. The release, it's just on point. I mean, that's a light touch, and that thing is deploying. So that's really nice. Good plunge lock system here at Sencut. Now, that feels good, the placement of the thumb studs. Let's see how it feels on the out push. Nice. Maybe, let me see. Yeah, it could be a little far out for my typical liking, but that is just about perfect. I think it's a little far out. If it was a little closer into the middle where my thumb would be, it'd be a little better, but that's all right. Still good. Still nice. You see that right there? Hopefully that's really going to help with your ergonomics. And let's see. That is a nice ramp. We got jimping on that ramp. And the hand just falls right in. XL, and I imagine large is the same thing. Just falls right into place here. This isn't a gigantic knife, but it's not a small one. I think the blade is, they claim 3.3 inches, but do not quote me on that. Let's find out what it is for ourselves here. 3.5 inches. So, yep, 3.5 inch blade. And that is 9CR 18 MOV, as you can hopefully see if I put it at the right angle there. Yep. And so we have a 3.5 inch blade. And let's see what we got as far as totality when open. We are looking at just about 8 inches, give or take a hair. So just about an 8-inch knife, 3.5 inch blade. Good typical carry for most states. It's not an ambidextrous knife because the plunge lock is on is for righties right now, and we have 4.19 ounces. So that's a nice lightweight knife. It's not too lightweight. It is over 4 ounces, but anything between 3 and 5 is a pretty typical carry. And even 5, you can get into some heavier items, but I don't like to see it any heavier than 5 if you're dealing with aluminum scales, because those are there to make it lighter. That's why you use aluminum. So there's no reason, unless it's a longer knife, to have it really over 5, in my opinion, if you have aluminum scales. Cool blade geometry here. You know, I do wish there was a finger choil. Of course, that is something I love to see on a flipper, but they really did a nice job designing the ergonomics here for a flipper. Feels very nice, except, you know, I like to choke up on a knife when I'm holding an underhand like this, and that tab is unfortunately in the way there. But going overhand, that's nice and thick right there. So it's probably between 120 and 130 thou, and it's enough to, you know, get the finger comfortably on there and do a controlled cut, which you know, can't complain. When that 9CR is a really nice stainless steel, and for 45 bucks, you're getting a really nice knife here, it seems like. And what do we got for screws? T8 everywhere, except the pocket clip. We have T6. All right, that's good. Thumb studs. Those are permanent, and those are nice. They're rounded, and like I said, they feel good when deployed. So here, let's compare this to a couple other models. We have the Serene here. Or is that the Sachet? Shoot, I forget. Honestly, I forget, folks. This is I think this might be the Sachet, Sencut Sachet. So excuse me. And then the Glide Strike. This is one of their larger models. And pivot to pivot, it's small, medium, large. So it's a pretty good range of the typical Sencut knife. They do get a little smaller, obviously, than that when you look at some of them, especially the thinner ones. But these are, I still consider this an EDC knife. It's a bit big, but I like to carry a knife that's large sometimes. So yeah, this is a really nice middle ground, almost 8-inch knife, which is about a size I really like. It's a very wide knife, as you can see here. So it really depends on what you want to carry. If you like something a little thinner, then the Sachet will probably be something for you. If you like something wide, this is pretty much the same width as a Glide Strike, so that's a nice beefy knife. And yeah, pretty good job here. It's a button lock, very smooth button lock system. So I'm pretty impressed. And for 40 or 50 bucks, I mean, this is one of their newest. And hey, I don't think you can really go wrong here for the price range. If you're a Sencut fan, this is definitely going to be a good one to add to the collection. But if you have something very similar, then really there's no point. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, folks, and I will see you later.